So, ladies and gents, hey, how are ya? What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. This is a very exclusive series, usually reserved once a year for the Man Blue Westler, but we're expanding today for the legendary Canadian aggressive beard, Dan Bilzerian looking Rick Kackis HD. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, and I'm very glad you went with the Dan Bilzerian comparison to what I usually get, the Keemstar comparison, so I think that's a step up.
Oh, dude, you're so far above Keemstar. Don't even say that.
The meme master himself.
Dude, let me open up with my first question, and that is, where did the HD aspect of Rick Kackis come from?
It's HD, otherwise known as high definition, I suppose. Basically, yeah. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I had a second channel that was, well, there's a story behind it a little bit, but it got demonetized because it was so back in the day we were posting like Battlefield 3 stuff and just with horrible quality mics. And I remember we finally got like the YouTube monetization popped up, and we were so excited. And my brother told his friend, he's like, "Oh my gosh, like if you watch and you click an ad, like we'll get like a cent or whatever." So his friend sat there refreshing, clicking ads nonstop, and YouTube was like, "Yep, violation of our terms of service. You're demonetized." So I was like, ah. So my first channel went down in a steaming pile of flames. And I just randomly ended up starting Kackis HD, and I don't know, just Kackis seemed boring, so I added an HD. Why not?
I love it, dude. Add a little bit of flair on the end there.
You know, yeah, it was that or SD, and I felt like, maybe I'll do a 1080p video every once in a while, just keep up the HD aspect,
So how long ago are we talking? When did you first start making videos?
Well, again, I was making it for Battlefield 3 at the time, I remember, so what was that, like 5-6 years ago?
Wow, that's a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, and it was even before that, like, oh my gosh, dude, I started with Modern War as the true YouTubers start with, of course, Modern Warfare 2, the ultimate MLG experience.
It's the trial by fire.
Yeah, dude, 1v1 me on Rust, min health, no radar, interventions only. That was all about that.
Dude, fun fact, you know who else started on Call of Duty? Your boy Dado. Dado does Destiny. Dude, we've all been there, except me. I haven't, because obviously I'm classy, but dude, you've been there.
That's why there's two different terminologies. There's the OGs, which I would say includes you. Then there's the true OGs, alright? That's Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't go through that phase of COD. I've actually never owned or played a Call of Duty game, so I'm kind of a big deal like that, dude.
You're missing out, man. If you think the Destiny trash talk and memes are good, whew.
Oh my god. And dude, you're a hustler as well. I noticed that you have freaking like over 1,000 videos on your channel right now.
Yeah, I've done... may have thought I was Titan still there and gone for the hammers.
Oh, good.
Then
It's bad.
Very surprised when my self-res warlock triggered. All right, no more fooling around. Time to actually try this time, because I definitely wasn't trying before. Let's just want to make that clear.
Alright, great, dude. I think they get it.
I started to do the daily videos, and it adds up.
A little bit of technical glitches from your boy Rick there, but that's all right. We sorted it out post-editing. The magic of editing, as they say. I just got out 1v1'd, dude. Where were you?
I killed the guy.
Ah, god damn it.
You're the one who decided to go, mano a mano with melees only against the captain. I don't know how you thought that would turn out, but it turned out exactly how I expected.
Dude, he just ended my career with his freaking space pirate swords. Talk to me about your transition into YouTube full time. How long were you making videos before you thought, you know what, maybe I can do this as a career?
I've been making videos for a long time, but I've been not necessarily making videos and working per se. Like, I've been making videos. Whew, we got 6 seconds for the wars up before it exploded.
Crushed it.
Anyways, I was making videos and going to school, so I was in university, getting a degree in business.
Okay.
Probably around like when the Division was actually a thing. I was doing well enough that I was like, maybe I can start doing this full time.
Okay.
But again, it was like I wanted to do it full time, but also my family was like, you either graduate or we disown you as a family member. So
yep.
That was a thing.
Yeah, right. Classic, just old school mentality, not with YouTube.
When I was a kid, my dad was convinced that video games would like ruin me. They're like, what? Like, what? You're never gonna do anything with video games. Who do you think you are?
Boy, hasn't that tone changed real quick in our generation?
No doubt.
But you know what's really crazy is that I find even our generation, and you said you're 24, I'm 23, even my friends still don't quite understand YouTube. It's still fresh. It's still so new.
Yeah. And you still get like this like archaic way of thinking. story time. So when I'm at like a family event with my girlfriend and her family members come up and say, "What do you do?"
Yep.
I'm trying to like explain. I'm like, well, so I'm thinking, should I go the entrepreneur angle? Like that sounds a little bit much. Like I wouldn't even call myself that, but maybe you gotta embellish it a little bit. And my girlfriend will always like find me, like echolocation find me at that exact moment and come up and ambush me and say, he plays video games.
Wow, that's not how you want to sell it.
A lot of people have a really hard time understanding like what you do, you know?
I literally just say, I'm just a video editor. I just say that to people who I know aren't going to understand. I go, yeah, I just edit videos.
That's good. I'm going to steal that.
Because really, like how many hours of the day are you sitting in front of an editing program just wasting time?
Oh, too much.
While we have a peaceful moment to ourselves, let me hit you up with one of the questions from Twitter, which is from your boy Steven, and he says, what are Rick's opinions on the current Crucible meta?
Whew.
In a sentence, give me a big picture.
Big picture? One word?
Yeah.
Cancer. Just kidding. In all honesty, I think it's an interesting meta. I actually prefer the primary gameplay that we're getting right now to the secondary based shock and ape gameplay we got in the last meta. I actually prefer like as a package, but obviously I think the special ammo economy just didn't work out. In fairness to Bungie, which is I think a weird thing people are gonna not expect me to say, but in fairness to Bungie, I think that they're experimenting. Like they know Destiny 2 is coming out, and I think that they thought, what if we try this? Like, what if we do this crazy thing? Will it work?
I feel like Bungie, I like that they took massive action, but we accidentally swung a little bit too far in the opposite direction. It's weird to say, but there's almost not enough special ammo and there's not enough special versatility, so.
If you look at the reports, like trials reports, it's like 0 point something % fusion rifle usage, and it's like, okay, like clearly, something's amiss.
Yeah, I'm devastated that we haven't seen a fix to that very obvious problem yet.
We won't, because I don't think we will. I think Destiny 2 is just going to come out.
You've just absolutely crushed my hopes and dreams in one sentence.
I'm sorry to crush your hopes and dreams, and I hope I'm wrong, but, I'm just being realistic.
Rest in peace, dude. No special changes. You heard it here first, chat. No special changes. Feels bad. Needless to say, like, you're crushing it on YouTube. 400,000 subscribers. That's no small feat.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, let me ask you this. What's been the highlight of your YouTube career so far?
The highlight of the entirety was just being able to transition and do this full time and just, have a lot of fun and stream and have people, that love your content and stuff show up, and everyone's joking around, everyone's having a good time, and it's just a really fun experience that is kind of a conglomeration of everything, I suppose. I'm looking forward to Guardian Con. You're going to Guardian Con, aren't you?
Well, dude, with the recent crazy support from people on Patreon, I think it's looking like I can afford to go. Yeah, so I guess we'll get to hang out there and brofist in real life.
Listen, if you need, I'll bring in a cot in my room and we'll bro it up. I'll have you know, I have to watch all 3 Twilights before I sleep. That's how I get to sleep.
Oh, great. The real question is, how did you know that I sleep in a cot? That's super personal info.
Well, you're Australian, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, dude. Enough said. I just got absolutely one shot. No big deal.
Yeah, so it's solar burn.
I just got no scoped from existence.
This guy is literally using an icebreaker.
Yeah, dude, thanks for the heads up. I was standing right in front of him, and you're like, wow, this will be good.
I didn't think I'd have to, say, hey, Jez, don't stand completely in the open when the guy has a sniper rifle. I thought I could skip over that part of the tutorial there, bud.
Dude, what would you say your ratio is of PvE to PvP?
I certainly enjoy PvE more. I bought Destiny for PvE. Like, I literally did not, when I bought Destiny, when I was getting into this game, when I was getting hyped, I couldn't give a crap about PvP. Like, I think when the beta was on and the Iron Banner was up, I didn't play it, I played like 1 match, and I was like, yeah, not for me. If you can get that little bit of enjoyment in PvP, you kind of can justify spending a lot more time in the game, just because, going for the PvP god rolls and weapons, that's such a huge motivating factor.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not interested in PvP, the need for the god roll just isn't there as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, have you heard of this new thing? It's called Kills?
Don't you
Try to get
comment on my 32 kills. I knew you were going to. I was waiting for it, dude. God, time has flown. It's only been 20 minutes and yet here we are. Where can people check you out on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, etc.?
Well, YouTube, Kackis HD. Twitter, where there's the Destiny memes are fresh, I'm telling you, is at Rick Kackis, and then Twitch is Kackis HD again.
All right, cool, man. Well, dude, I appreciate you hanging out with me for a bit of time and keep making vids, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.